Do you wake up tired even after a full night's sleep? Feel like your energy vanished the moment you turn 50? What if I told you it's not just aging? It's your brain trying to tell you something. And if you listen, you can get your energy back. Starting to, most people assume that feeling tired after 50 is normal, that it's just part of getting old. But I want you to challenge that belief today. What if your tiredness is an age? It's a signal. What if your body is telling you that something's off, something needs attention, something deeper? Chronic fatigue isn't random. It's rooted in lifestyle, brain chemistry, hormones, sleep quality, and even unresolved emotional stress. I've met patients who blame their low energy on getting older until we made simple changes that help them feel decades younger. The truth is, you don't have to accept exhaustion as your new normal. You can reclaim your vitality. Let's start with the brain. Your brain is like the command center for your energy. If it's inflamed, undernourished, or overstimulated, you will feel it. Brain fog, mood swings, slow thinking, and low motivation are all signs your brain isn't getting what it needs. After 50, your brain becomes more sensitive to toxins, stress, poor sleep, and inflammation. But that's not bad news. That's actually empowering because it means small adjustments can create big results. When you feed your brain the right nutrients, give it restful sleep, and reduce daily stressors, it responds. It's never too late to optimize your brain. And when the brain heals, energy returns. Now, let's talk about the biggest thief of energy after 50, sleep problems. Most people don't even know they're sleeping poorly. They think 6 hours of broken sleep is just how it is. But your brain does most of its healing at night. It clears toxins, balances hormones, processes memory, and resets your mood when sleep is disrupted. Everything is disrupted, especially your energy. If you snore, toss and turn, wake up groggy, or rely on caffeine by 10 a.m., your sleep might not be serving your brain. The goal isn't just more sleep, it's better sleep. Deep, restorative, uninterrupted sleep. And the good news is you can train your brain for it. Nutrition is another huge key to unlocking energy. Many people over 50 are unknowingly malnourished, not in calories, but in nutrients. They eat plenty, but the foods are often processed, sugary, or low in brain essential compounds. Your brain needs omega-3s, magnesium, B vitamins, and antioxidants to function at its best. Without them, energy production slows, mental clarity fades, you feel drained. Think of food as brain fuel, not just something to fill your stomach. One of the quickest ways to boost energy is to start eating more clean, colorful, whole foods. Greens, berries, walnuts, salmon, these are energy foods. And your brain will thank you. Stress, the silent killer of energy. After 50, your resilience to stress changes. The same worries that felt manageable in your 30s now feel heavier. And that's because your stress response, especially cortisol, can become dysregulated with age. Chronic stress drains the brain, raises inflammation, wrecks your sleep, and shuts down your energy systems. But you're not powerless. You can teach your brain to become calmer, more balanced, and less reactive. Through breath work, mindfulness, nature walks, or even journaling, you can lower your stress response. When your brain feels safe, it stops wasting energy on survival and starts thriving again. Hormones also play a massive role in post-50 fatigue. Both men and women go through hormonal changes that can zap energy. Estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, thyroid hormones all impact how your brain and body feel. But most people never get these levels checked. They assume their tiredness is just aging. But when we test hormone panels and rebalance them, often naturally through food, sleep, or supplements, energy returns. Sometimes what you think is depression or burnout is actually low thyroid or low testosterone. You don't have to guess. You can test, rebalance, and feel the difference within weeks. It's not your fault. It's your hormones. Let's not. Forget the emotional side of fatigue. After 50, you've probably carried decades of emotional weight, grief, regret, unprocessed trauma. All of these things live in the brain and body. Emotional exhaustion is real. It's like having invisible weights pulling your energy down every day. That's why emotional healing is just as important as physical health. Therapy, prayer, connection, forgiveness. These aren't soft skills, they're survival skills. Your brain becomes lighter, sharper, and more alive when you clear out emotional clutter. And sometimes the most powerful energy boost isn't a supplement, it's healing an old wound. Another sneaky energy drainer is clutter. Not just mental, but environmental. Your physical space affects your brain. A cluttered, messy environment can actually increase cortisol and lower focus. Ever feel overwhelmed just looking at your kitchen counter or your desk? That's not weakness. That's your brain responding to chaos. Create clean, peaceful spaces. Light a candle. Put on calming music. Declutter your environment to declutter your mind. You'll be amazed how much more energized you feel in a calm space. Your environment can either drain you or restore you. Choose one that fuels your peace. We also have to talk about alcohol. It's socially accepted, but neurologically damaging, especially after 50. One glass of wine may seem harmless, but it disrupts sleep, impairs memory, and increases anxiety. The aging brain is more vulnerable to alcohol than you think. I've seen patients cut out alcohol and gain their energy, mood, and memory back within weeks. If you're always tired but drink regularly, even moderately, try a 30-day break. Notice how your sleep changes, how your thinking sharpens, how your mornings feel easier. Alcohol isn't evil, but it's often a hidden reason people over 50 feel so worn out. One of the most overlooked energy boosters after 50 is movement, not just intense exercise, but daily, consistent, joyful movement. Walking, dancing, stretching, yoga. These activate brain chemicals like dopamine and serotonin. They also stimulate blood flow, nourish your brain, and reset your energy rhythms. You don't have to run marathons. Just commit to 20, 30 minutes of movement each day. Take a walk after dinner, stretch before bed, turn on music and dance in your kitchen. Movement tells your brain, I'm alive. And your brain responds by giving you more energy, better sleep, and sharper memory. Move your body and you'll move your life. Major people over 50, even mild. Dehydration can shrink brain tissue, slow cognition, and make you feel sleepy. Coffee and tea don't count. They dehydrate more than they hydrate. Aim for at least 8 cups of clean water a day. Add a pinch of sea salt or lemon to help your body absorb it better. Keep a water bottle with you at all times. Start your morning with a glass of water before coffee. Hydration is brain power. It's simple, it's free, and it could be the missing link between tired and energized, and other energy stealer is sitting too much. Sitting is the new smoking. Studies show prolonged sitting increases fatigue, brain fog, and even depression. Your brain is a moving organ. It craves circulation. Try setting a timer every 45 minutes to stand, stretch, or take a few steps. Consider a standing desk or walk and talk meetings. Even pacing during phone calls helps. You don't have to work out more, just sit less. When you move more frequently, you oxygenate your brain, boost your focus, and lift your energy without needing more caffeine. Little movements throughout the day make a big difference after 50. Let's talk about screens. Yes, screens. Your phone, your TV, your tablet. The blue light from screens can disrupt your sleep-wake cycle, overstimulate your brain, and drain your energy, especially when you check them late at night. Screen fatigue is real. It messes with melatonin, the sleep hormone, and keeps your brain wired when it should be winding down. Set a screen curfew. No screens 1 hour before bed. Swap scrolling with reading, journaling, or listening to calming music. Your brain needs digital rest, and you'll be surprised how much better you sleep, how much sharper you think, and how much more alive you feel. And here's something you might not expect. Purpose. One of the biggest sources of energy after 50 is living with meaning. When you feel like your days have no direction, your energy naturally drops. But when you have a reason to wake up, whether it's caring for a pet, mentoring someone, gardening, or volunteering, energy flows. Your brain is wired for meaning. People who live with purpose live longer, healthier, and more energized lives. Ask yourself, what lights me up? What small thing can I do each day that feels meaningful? Your purpose doesn't have to be big, it just has to be yours. Social connection is another key to energy. Loneliness after 50 is common and dangerous. It increases the risk of fatigue, depression, memory loss, and even heart disease. Your brain is a social organ. It needs interaction, laughter, love, and touch to thrive. Make time for phone calls, in-person visits, community events, even short conversations with neighbors. If your social circle has shrunk, that's okay. It's never too late to reconnect or build new friendships. Join a walking group, take a class, volunteer. Your energy doesn't just come from within. It comes from the people you share life with. Connection is medicine. Let's not forget the power of breathing. Deep, mindful breathing is one of the fastest ways to calm your nervous system and reset your energy. When you're stressed or tired, you tend to breathe shallowly, which sends a danger signal to the brain. But when you breathe deeply, in through the nose, out through the mouth, your brain calms, your blood pressure drops, and energy returns. Try the 4-7-8 technique. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, exhale for 8. Do this 3-4 times, especially when you feel tired or overwhelmed. It's like hitting the reset button for your brain. Breath is your built-in energy source. Supplements can also help, but they should never replace lifestyle. After 50, certain nutrients become harder to absorb through food alone. B12, vitamin D, magnesium, and omega-3s are common deficiencies that cause fatigue. A good quality vitamin can fill the gaps, but always test before you guess. Work with a healthcare provider who understands brain health and aging. The goal is to nourish your brain, not overload it. With the right guidance, supplements can support your energy and recovery, but the real power still lies in your daily habits, how you eat, sleep, move, think, and feel. That's where healing begins. Let's look at your morning routine. The first 30 minutes of your day set the tone for your energy. Most people start with stress, checking their phone, rushing through breakfast, drowning in news. That sends your brain into fight or fight mode. Try this instead. Wake up gently, open your blinds, drink a glass of water. Stretch or move your body. Listen to uplifting music or a podcast. Give yourself peace before the world gets loud. A calm morning leads to a clearer mind and a more energized day. Your brain doesn't need chaos, it needs rhythm. And your morning is the perfect place to begin again. You've made it this far, which tells me something important. You care. You're ready. You've felt the fog, the fatigue, the loss of spark, and now you're choosing a new path. That path is filled with better sleep, better food, stronger movement, and healing habits. Most of all, it's filled with hope, because no matter how many years you've lived, your brain is still capable of growth, change, and recovery. You're not too old. You're not too far gone. You're not stuck. You're just waiting for the right tools and the right mindset. And now you have both. You're already on your way. Let's do a quick recap. Fatigue after 50 isn't just getting older. It's a signal, a message from your brain and body saying, help me. And you help it through the choices you make every day. You stabilize your blood sugar. You prioritize deep restorative sleep. You hydrate and move. You reconnect with purpose and people. You detox your body and mind. You speak to yourself with compassion. You reduce inflammation and nourish your mitochondria. Each step might feel small, but together they change everything. Healing doesn't happen in a day, but it starts with a decision, and you've already made it. Here's the truth. Energy is not just physical. It's emotional, mental, and spiritual. When you reconnect to what matters, when you slow down and breathe, when you care for your brain with love and consistency, energy flows back. I've seen people in their 60s, 70s, even 80s start over, laugh again, sleep better, feel alive again. You are not the exception. You are the possibility. You are capable of healing. You just have to start. One change, one breath, one walk, one healthy choice. This is how we reverse fatigue. This is how we reclaim our strength, not through magic, but through mindset and momentum. Today, your first step is saying no to sugar, or taking a walk around the block, or forgiving someone, or drinking 2 extra glasses of water. That's the beauty of this journey. It doesn't require perfection. It just asks for intention. Every new habit is a vote for your future self. Every healthy choice is a whisper to your brain that says, I still believe in you. And your brain listens, it adapts, it heals, but only when you lead with love and commitment. So don't wait for the perfect day. Don't wait until it gets worse. Begin now, because now is the only time your brain can actually change. You don't have to do this alone. In fact, I encourage you to build your circle. Share this journey with your family. Invite a friend to walk with you. Find a community of like-minded people, whether online or in person, who are also choosing health after 50. You'll be amazed at how much easier healing becomes when you're supported, encouraged, and seen. Loneliness drains energy, but connection fuels it. So reach out, be open, and if you need guidance, find professionals who understand the brain and believe in your potential. You're worth the support. You don't have to struggle in silence. And every way end, I want you to ask yourself one question. What would my life look like if I wasn't always tired? Would you travel? Would you play with your grandkids? Would you start a project you've always put off? Would you laugh more, love more, dream more? That version of you, the vibrant, awake, energized version, isn't gone. They're just buried beneath habits, beliefs, and imbalances that no longer serve you. And the beautiful thing, you can dig them out. Not all at once, but day by day, action by action. That version of you is still here, still waiting, still possible. So here's your closing truth. Your fatigue is not your identity. It's a symptom. And symptoms are signals, and signals can be answered. What you're feeling is real, but it is not final. Your brain is ready to change. Your body is wired to heal. You just have to say yes. Yes to sleep, yes to nourishment, yes to love, yes to movement, yes to your future. Say yes, even if you're scared. Say yes, even if you've failed before, because this time you're doing it with knowledge, with community, with purpose. And you're not alone. You've got this. Your brain is ready. Your energy is waiting. Go get it.